Roscoe, how we doing tonight? All right, give it up first for Miss Shuga Cain.
Hello! How you doing, Roscoe? Bitch, y'all are looking fine tonight, honey.
Give it up for Miss Kahanna Montrese. All right.
Hi, guys. Hello. Roscoe.
Sorry. And give it up for Detox.
Hello. I sit here.
Yeah.
Hello. Go about your business.
Yeah. Brooklyn Heights in the who's. Yeah. All right. So welcome, Shuga. You used to live here at some point, and it's your first time here, Kahanna.
Yes.
Yeah. Detox your furniture around this fucking shithole. And yeah. How has it been for you guys so far?
Amazing, bitch. I love Chicago.
Yes.
I do. I used to live around the corner on Cornelia, bitch. I used to be traipsing around this joint, you know, doing all the naughty things like you young kids. A long time ago. But I love it. I'm glad to be
She's really
back.
cute. I've had so much fun already, and I'm so excited to, like, party with you guys. It's gonna be fun.
You'll be
All right, let's get it started.
Break.
All right. So how awkward was that challenge where they made y'all talk to that door? What was that like?
It was super fun. It was
Yeah.
weird because you just she just kept asking us more questions, and you just had to be as stupid as possible.
Yeah.
I was making shit up, and you just had to go for it. Like, it was crazy.
I kind of like that you get to see Ru reading because she's actually really fucking quick. So
Yeah.
when she's cutting people down, I'm like, this is
How
the
does
shit
Brooklyn still like a woman in 15 minutes, though?
Girl.
How does she do it?
Thank you, please. Thank you.
do I?
No, I will say
Thanks,
Akira
sis.
still looked beautiful.
Right,
I was like,
right.
bitch, you look fierce.
That's a woman.
Nina West looked beautiful.
Yes.
Vanjie looked the same. Evie looked the same.
Silky was giving me very Tammy from Meet the Browns.
Damn.
Yes, a reference I understand. Yes.
No, but it really is 15 minutes. Like, they put a timer, bitch, and you get 15 minutes.
Well, and that's the funny thing
it.
is that you only see like what 20 seconds maybe
Yeah.
of each person, and you're
Yeah.
there for like 15 minutes, acting like a fool,
Absolutely.
hoping that they get something out of it. So those people that you saw barely getting any kind of screen time, just imagine that for 15 minutes.
Oh.
And imagine the poor producers back there having to.
About how long did they?
Did we slip her a note yet under the door or no? No.
How long did it last that they gave you that you had to do that?
15 minutes. That's it. You get one shot.
No, but you had 15 minutes to stand behind that door and talk.
Oh, no. They got to cycle through the girls, girl.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah,
I thought you said they gave you 15 minutes because it takes a long time.
15
Usually-
minutes to get ready, and
Oh,
then
to
get
get
15
ready.
minutes to
only.
get ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
And then when you're there filming that little segment, how long was that?
Oh, I mean, maybe like a minute, 2 minutes.
Oh.
if
Oh.
that.
I could
No,
do
it was like quick.
Oh, no,
Like,
they
it
would
was
drag
in
it
and
out for us.
Oh, for real?
Oh, yeah.
Nah, girl.
They're on Union now. They weren't on Union season 5. They were like, let's work them till they're dead.
No, girl. They're on that VH1 budget, honey. So the people cost a lot of money this time.
Did you notice a difference in production from your season in All Stars?
Well, I mean, obviously, like, the prizes are amazing.
Right.
And All Stars was the first season that they became unionized, so the hours were a lot shorter, which was great. Before, like when I was filming season 5, it was like 16 hours a day, 12-hour days, 6 days a week, like no time off. Yeah. Oh yeah. So All Stars was a lovely vacation compared to like my prior
You know,
season.
I think they still did that. It's just they just paid the overtime.
Was it both of y'all's first times auditioning for the show? Have you auditioned before?
This was my second time.
Okay.
Yeah.
My second time as well.
Oh, right.
The first time was really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, the second time was really bad. I don't know how I got it. But she got it.
I could not.
Did you had auditioned the year prior, or?
Yeah, I auditioned for 10. I put it in the last day.
Oh,
So, like,
wow.
I knew, like, I wasn't probably going to get it. But they reached out. They were like, do it again. And yeah, I just gave it a shot. You know, I was just fucking around.
Yeah.
That's cool. They reached out. How many times did you audition, Miss Detox?
3. Season
Word.
5 was my 3rd time auditioning.
Word.
I did every other season. Season 1, Season 3, and Season 5.
Did they reach out to you for season 1? They did, right? And
They
say,
did,
"Will you
yeah, they
audition?"
reached out to a bunch of people for Season 1 just because it was so new. And like I had just moved to Los Angeles. They were mainly looking for people that were local.
So they wouldn't have to fly them. Yeah.
Right.
And we're back.
Why'd you do that?
Bitch,
Why'd you do that?
girl, I don't know. I said I have the worst memory in life, bitch. I don't know. We were struggling, honey.
But y'all collectively as a group didn't be
Yeah.
like, oh, we fucked this one up. Let's go ahead and pick somebody that we could know
But
a
we
little
were
bit
like,
about.
none of us could think of someone else that we knew. Like literally everyone on that team didn't know shit about shit. And not like
Y'all ain't
shit
know
about
nothing.
anyone.
Was
Like you throw out her queen, Madonna, bitch. Well, I don't know nothing about her. She's Material Girl. She was in Desperately Seeking Susan. That's it. Oh, Gaga, same shit. I'm not a Gaga fan. I was like, I'm the worst motherfucking homosexual. Yes, thank you.
I need all of those cards, all of those gay cards revoked immediately.
Was it like nerves or something that everyone just couldn't figure it out? Or just...
We were just like, we were going through like Janet. We were trying to do everything, but no one had
Nobody
enough.
stands,
No one
anybody?
had enough details. No. For me, as much as I love Janet Jackson, and I really do love Mariah Carey, I don't know shit about them. I just know their music. Like,
Was it hard because everyone had their own diva? Like that they knew
everyone
about?
had their team. Scarlett had Dolly Parton, bitch. Do you see our group? No one knew Dolly Parton. I mean, come on, girl. Yeah, girl. It was just bad. It was just bad.
Well, we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully,
we could turn it around. You never
could
know.
turn it around. I don't
Well,
know.
who would you have picked?
Who would I have
Yeah.
picked? I'm a stan of a few individuals. Madonna's my go-to.
Okay.
And I feel like, especially on this show, Madonna needs some justice served because both times they've done Madonna-themed anything, everyone shit the opportunity away for a great Madonna episode. So, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So her... I mean, I know a lot about all kinds of people. Or I could fake it till I make it. Really.
I mean, yeah. Who would you have
I mean,
picked?
you don't know about Tommy Mottola, Mariah Carey, and her relationship with Tommy Mottola, and when they got
Yeah.
divorced, that's when she got her tits, and that's when she turned into a slut, and that's when Honey came out and she was fucking Jay-Z.
Oh, she was fucking Jay-Z?
Who wasn't fucking Jay-Z?
Oh,
Who wasn't fucking
Girl,
Jay-Z?
I don't know, girl. I just used to sing her songs in my room all day, every day.
Who, Jay-Z?
Pre-pubescent Shuga
You used to
Cain.
sing Jay-Z?
No, girl, Mariah.
Right. What y'all
Yeah,
know about the
bitch.
music box?
Yeah. Yeah, she scared the shit out of us, though, for real, though.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what?
This is one of those weeks where sometimes she comes in and she's like Tim Gunn, ice cold, and then sometimes you're like, was she on her cold medicine again? And she's like, woo! And I'm like, why?
You
is
know
she
what
so
I just
excited?
gathered from watching that is, she's trying to get another Emmy.
Right. Right.
And we're back.
No, it sounded like it. It sounded like it, bitch.
It did though, bitch, didn't it? I
It
was like,
sounded.
Saved by the Bell. Here we go. Yeah, she's
girl.
trying to get another. She's acting.
So there's a lot of New York girls on again this year. Had you worked with everybody? Did you recognize anybody? Anybody you were particularly afraid of?
No, I wasn't afraid of anyone. But like, I knew Honey. I worked with Honey.
Yeah.
I knew of Scarlett, but I didn't really know her. Yeah, and when she actually walked in the workroom, I literally could not stand her. I was like, why? I can't.
Why?
I like hated her.
Why not?
Just the way she was. She was like very airs. Like she seemed really fake to me, and I was
Yeah.
like, bitch. You know, sometimes somebody just walk in the room and you're like, bitch, I don't like you. That's how I was about her. But then like after like the first like couple of days, I was like, oh, I actually do like you. You're actually kind of cool, but like she's crazy.
Yeah.
But I didn't really know them. I just knew Honey a little bit.
Who else is in there from New York? It's
just us three.
It's the
Honey,
three of you.
Scarlett, and myself.
And how long have you lived in New York? You've been there for a minute.
Like 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh, how many years? Yeah, no, I've been there like 7 years. I lived there for like 7 years.
I've seen your show a few times.
Yeah, I've done drag like there full time for like 3 now after the show.
Kahanna,
Okay.
was there anybody that you recognized besides Miss Vanjie when you walked in the door?
Evie. So I worked with Evie in Denver.
Okay.
So I've known her when she started drag. So it was crazy to see like that this bitch actually made the show. I was like, whoa, like her transformation, like where she's come in drag. She's really sickening and really sweet.
Did you live in Denver?
Yes, I lived in Denver.
I watched your what you packing.
Okay.
And I thought you were so precious.
And
and we're back.
Holy shit. That is one of the best group challenges that they have ever done.
It was so good.
Holy shit. Did y'all get to watch that at all?
No, we didn't get to see it. This is the first time I've seen it.
God.
It is amazing.
Go tell it on a mountain, bitch.
So how do you feel now watching that?
I live, bitch, look, girl. They did such a good job. I'm like, Vanjie was fucking hilarious.
Holy shit.
So fucking good. Nina was amazing. She was just like so calm and like she reminded me of those ladies on those
It's
fucking
good
things.
to see Nina's personality come out and like shine.
Right.
Nina's been in the game a long time and I've worked with Nina for fucking years. We've all the girls who have been through this whole show have worked with her in Access before for years. So it's so great to see her finally on the fucking show. And it's been a shaky couple of weeks, you know, being a friend and a fan of hers. But that's great to see her actually like, you know, coming out and
she was who I was
and
most
being crazy.
intimidated by coming in, just because of her legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's sickening.
Yeah.
Super sickening.
Detox, you gave that dress to Brooklyn.
I did.
I love that.
I was like, that ugly dress looks really familiar. What is that? Oh, that's my ugly dress.
Was it just like you had it in your closet? You're like, here, take this, or was she like, she's like, I'm going to summer camp. Can I get some old?
Well, I knew she was going to summer camp,
Okay.
and she was coming to Chicago to visit a designer to like have a couple things made.
Yeah.
And I was out of town, but I had just bought my house, and I was like, look, I have everything's at my house. I haven't like unpacked anything really, but here's the key, the security code.
You just let her poke around your closet.
Help yourself. And it's a funny story, actually. Here's Brooklyn walking up the stairs to my front door, hungover, I'm sure, because she looked rotted. She's got all her luggage with her. She gets him up the stairs. She unlocks the door and puts the code in. Mind you, I'm watching it all live on my security camera. All the bags go down the stairs.
I picture her in this outfit. Yeah.
In this outfit. She was doing it in this outfit, yeah. So of course I had to save it and send it to her. And if I can find it, I'm posting the shit out of that after we because it's
What's
hilarious.
the history between you guys? Like, because y'all are really close, right?
Yeah, we're not super close, but I've worked with her a ton of times. We've run in the same circle of people. Every time I was in Nashville, where she lives, where she's from, I've worked with her. I've been a huge fan of hers for a long time, and we've always gotten the comparison that we're very similar aesthetically, and we look like twins. And we're planning a couple twin things coming up.
Yes!
So stay tuned. And she's just a cool bitch.
Yeah.
She was another one that it was rumored for a long time that she was going to be on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to finally see people that I've been like wanting to see on the show for a long time.
Do you send those emails yourself or how?
I do. Yeah. Yes. I make their tapes. I send them in. I say put them on the show.
Right.
Now, I got to ask a question. Did you have any reservations about your...
We'll get it. Oh, wow.
To the Church of Mariah.
Cheers.
No.
Raise your glasses. So, my first question, Shuga, how do you think you guys did?
Bitch, that was the worst thing I've ever seen on motherfucking television ever in my life. It was so bad. It was so bad. The thing is, we knew that shit was bad. Like I could see the train wreck like in slow motion, but we just had to move forward, girl. And like I said, none of us knew shit about Mariah, so
I just had a fabulous time watching that. I was going to say that.
not gonna lie, saying me too.
That was really funny.
But what I was gagged about was Ross didn't even like fuck with y'all. He told y'all straight up, y'all gonna be in the bottom.
Oh,
At least they made
absolutely.
me feel like I had a chance.
No, but we clearly knew, girl.
Fuck.
It was just one thing after another was terrible. It just got worse and worse.
I like that every time they went to Scarlet Envy, it was like, she's like, well, I don't have a lot of filler, so I'm just going to talk really slowly.
Girl.
And I was like, fucking William Shatner, she's like missed every beat. It was so, the whole thing.
I
Bitch,
also
we had
live
notes
for-
and no one used the notes. bitch.
Yeah. So you had notes
We
in your
literally
hand.
had like 2 jokes.
But girl,
Yeah,
y'all didn't
we
even
did
know
not
Mariah, so there was no jokes to be landed.
Well, that's true.
Right.
So true.
My favorite was Raja in the back during everyone's like everybody fucking up, and she's just so supportive, like
Yes, mother. Yes, honey.
But then Akira just going,
No.
Akira wasn't buying it.
No, girl. That was amazing.
Akira looks right, though. She
But
looks cute,
sugar,
though.
honey. I mean, sugar, honey.
Girl, so rewatch this later, and it's a drinking game. Every time I say honey, just take a shot. Woo! You might not walk out alive.
I'm gonna just go ahead and get an IV. 'Cause that was a lot of honey.
So I'm gonna tell you this. Look, I've known this has been coming for some time now, and I have just been waiting and living for it. We haven't seen this bitch, so I'm like, I got to see this shit because I know it was bad, and it was really
seriously,
bad.
you were great though.
No. I was just loud, and I was just trying to keep it moving.
I felt
Best
like
of the thank you. Thank you.
So, what was your reservations going into with this group going into the challenge?
Look, my only reservation was like sticking to the script that we had, right? So like I was like, okay, look, if I know that I can keep the energy moving and I can keep like I can be loud and like kind of like keep the energy
Hold on,
going.
can we wait for this commercial to end because
what's happening?
the
We're all
commercial was
watching Boy Butter.
the commercial was very distracting and no one was
It's
listening.
wild. It happened last week. I was like, why is everyone talking? I look up and there's a man churning butter and I was like, this is not logo. What have we done? We're corrupting society.
But honestly, work VH1.
Right.
But work Boy Butter for shelling out the money for the VH1 advertising. That was great.
That is funny.
Carry on. Start from the beginning, to be honest.
That was it. It's just like I knew we only had a few jokes, and so like making sure that we could do those and like to keep the energy moving. Like I said, this shit was live, honey. So like there was no stop and go, bitch. So like if anyone dropped anything.
Well, I gotta say,
you just had to pick it up.
Out of the group, even though you said honey quite a lot, out of the group, you're the one who seemed that they were keeping it rolling and keeping it going and having the energy up there.
Oh, thank you, but girl.
So, if your group was the winning group, I think you might have a shot, girl.
Who said Sparkle?
Oh my God.
Can we relive Sparkle for a moment?
Sparkle.
Akira.
That was the best thing I've heard
Akira.
ever at a viewing party. That was.
She said she didn't know anything about Mariah.
Girl.
She said it from the beginning.
Look.
Wasn't Sparkle the movie that
Sparkle
Whitney
was the movie
in?
that Whitney was in.
No.
With what's her tits from
It was
American
glitter.
Idol.
Jordan
Hey,
Sparks.
glitter.
Jordan Sparks and Whitney Houston were in Sparkle.
Jesus
Mariah Carey
Christ.
was in Glitter. The best horror movie ever made.
Maybe we should have done Whitney, is what she was saying.
Yeah.
They did try
I
to
mean,
tell
look,
ya.
when you see that first one and then ours, you realize how terrible that shit is.
All right, let's do it.
Wow.
Those girls are wild.
Tell us about her anteater.
Her anteater,
Baby,
it's
that
about
dick
it's taller than you are, Miss Detox.
Baby,
And that's
Evie
it.
is hanging, baby. That dick is so big.
You seen it? You seen it?
You sound like you have,
Have
a
I
great-
seen it? The world has seen it, bitch. It's huge.
Hold on, wait, no. Let's
You
go
just reminded
back.
me so much of your mother just
okay,
now.
so you heard about the promo, bigger.
Oh, okay, it's
Y'all thought that was about Sicky?
Yeah.
Silky? No, it's about Evie. Bigger than life. It's about her dick, bitch.
Oh.
Can we go
Bigger than
back?
life.
Can we please go back to how you
Hey,
know
call
her dick is so
call
big?
Evie real quick.
Yeah, have you seen Evie's dick in person?
How and when?
Yeah, on the show, she was always naked.
Oh,
Girl, she
we
was
didn't see
always
that.
Was she
naked
naked before?
Describe to me the weight of it.
Oh.
The width
Okay.
of it?
Tell me the weight of it.
The weight.
Let's get the front row and you can hold them in your arms.
Exactly. Anaconda fish.
She's
Y'all are
she's
wild.
so good on camera, though.
She's
I
my
think
winner.
Right.
She's great for this.
She's amazing.
The audience is eating her up so far.
They should.
Sickening.
She's great. She's
Yeah,
amazing.
y'all like Evie, right?
Team
I bet
Evie?
you- And if you ever worked with her, that bitch is nuts. She is exactly like that. I was working with her
chill.
here. Okay, this bitch she's taking an upside down wig and she's blotting it all over her face. I said, what are you doing? She said, oh, you don't know this life hack? You put powder on the kitchen of the inside of your wig and you use that to powder your face. I was like, you could also just powder your
No,
face.
girl.
She's like, oh, yeah, but this is a life hack. So she's got an inside out dreaded wig and she's just like blotting her face.
How is
And
that
we're
a
all
life
going
hack?
like, huh?
Girl, she made that shit up, girl.
She
That
did.
is no life hack
But
for
what
anyone
kind of life
but
hack
Evie.
is more exhausting than just taking
Right.
What happened when you get sweaty, girl? It's gonna just be like,
Right. She's
oh,
crazy.
It's gonna.
It's
Yeah.
textured.
So what do we think about the Brooklyn and Vanjie thing? Is that going to turn into
What do we
something?
think?
What did you think?
I think
Who, me? Oh, no. What do you think?
When did it
What?
start?
I mean, when you see it, That's why everyone's like, the fuck is going on?
Because
Like,
y'all can't talk after hours. So
No,
like,
I saw
no,
a little bit
bitch.
of it on the bus.
Did you? I
Yes.
didn't see shit.
But that was the first
and
time
I'm really good at knowing what's going on.
Wait.
Oh,
On the
yeah.
wait. When you say on the bus, you mean when you're like on
When they flew them out on the Greyhound.
Oh,
The
baby.
Greyhound.
Girl, we are jacking each other off in the bus because, girl, we ain't no action going on, bitch.
Not me. I have a fiance. Don't get me in trouble, bitch.
Sorry. Some of us.
That's how she knows about Evie so well. apparently.
I have so many questions. Wait, so when
What?
y'all were on the bus, which is basically coming from the hotel to the to where filming is, you saw them like kissing?
They were just more like connecting with each other, more like,
Right.
like
Okay, so they were all over each other.
yeah,
but
very that. So I knew something was coming.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't know that they were ever gonna take it to that. You know, so it's gonna be cool to watch.
I feel like it's gonna keep going.
this is
I
the
mean-
first.
I went and had cocktails with them after they got done filming, and I didn't know that Vanjie was gonna be there. And so I was like,
Ooh.
oh, what's the tea, girl? How you doing? And then like 30 minutes into the drinks, I was like,
Oh.
I had a similar. Oh shit!
Fuck.
So, okay.
Fuck.
Well, we'll get to that bridge when we come to it. Yeah.
Fuck.
All right. Who were y'all's favorites?
Evie. was
yes.
amazing.
I
And Sugars, come on, bitch. I'm fucking here. Shit. Damn, y'all are hateful. Shit.
honestly, it's my favorite thing about the Roscoe's audience is like, they will clap for the ones they love. They, as you can see, they made no noise for anyone that they didn't really care for.
That's true.
And then with the bitches here, even though you looked great, but there's been times that the bitches have been here that have looked rotted on the show. They're like,
live.
you go, girl. Work. So I appreciate that.
I live.
who else did y'all think was in the top?
Let's talk about that bitch can do some drag. That drag is
That is
gorgeous.
drag.
That was
yes.
beautiful.
Every time she's come out, I've been really blown away by her. I've been really
Yep.
impressed. I think she looks stunning.
Incredible.
She is the epitome of like really good Southern pageant
Pageant
drag,
100%.
which I fucking love.
Yeah.
I just wish that she did as good as she looks on the runway. And,
True.
In the
she's-
challenges?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I feel like we're gonna see some more from her.
I think so too. But also, I really hate the editors when they. Goddamn, Silky. She's talking about how she made that outfit, and they're zooming into all the pieces.
the sides,
Man, see how shady that is? She said, "I love this look, bitch.
She
I made
said-
this myself." They go. Zzz.
I love Kahanna goes, is that side scene supposed to be like that? I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Who they shady?
That was some fringe though. Like if it was finished, that would have been a great look. But yeah,
No,
It was
no.
finished.
it wasn't. Yeah, I liked it. Who else? Ariel Versace.
Okay. The Versace corner.
The Versace.
The
I
Versace
like
corner.
Did y'all like Brooklyn's look with the long daisy chain?
That was cute.
It was cute.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
cute.
cute.
It was good. Yeah,
What about Raj just saying she's wearing red fringe from head to toe, and it just
No,
ended
girl.
right
What'd you
here?
think?
I didn't
ended-
like it.
It ended right here. I said, where's the toe? Where's the
I
fringe of
felt-
the toe?
She's
I
got
felt
it.
like a lot of the looks were just kind of like simple.
Yeah,
Like
it was
something you
safe.
would wear like at a, just like a regular
and I know
like,
about safe.
bar gig. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, also the thing about fringe is like, fringe, especially like fierce, like beaded fringe or any kind of sequin.
$1 million.
Fringe is expensive as fuck when you're a and especially for.
My fringe was beaded.
See, I saw the beads, and
You
they
ain't a
was
curious
some
person.
missing.
You ain't
Not impressed. I still have to pay the bill for it,
See,
but it was beaded.
see, but
What
that
did
shit's
you
expensive.
What did you think of Nina West's mushroom headpiece with the?
It was cute. It was cute.
She was ready to mop the
It gave me-
competition, bitch.
Yeah, it gave me very Thorgy. And I
very
wish that
Thorgy.
she would have been the one to say that I'm here to mop the competition instead of somebody else.
Yeah.
Because it was the color of a mop.
Yes.
If it was
yes.
another color, I think I would have liked it maybe a little bit more.
Well, you know they say that.
But
stuff-
it was like the presentation of it, the look of it was very like,
Yeah.
yeah,
She sold it with her like personality.
yeah. What was your favorite Kahanna?
I'm a curious,
Yeah.
hands down. Like I love George.
Oh,
Y'all
you're
were
fine,
definitely
bitch. I
top
don't
two.
care.
Y'all were definitely top 2 for me.
Yeah.
Other than mine,
it
I
was
liked
like,
Evie's.
What did you bring to
Yeah.
wear?
Oh
Yeah.
my God. So that armor and what you packing, that's what I was going to wear for the fringe.
That was beautiful.
Yes. And I had like this really big headpiece that had fringe in it. It was
Come
so
on,
sick.
Vegas.
Literally everything I was gonna wear after my elimination was all my good looks. So I'm like, oh, bitch,
That's fine.
time is ticking.
Do you guys watch what you're packing after the?
Do you guys watch it? Did you guys see mine?
I recommend it.
Yeah. It was good. You liked it?
It was a good one.
If you don't watch it, I highly recommend watching What You're Packing because it's really fun. You get a really great conversation with Michelle and the girls.
Yes.
Where you get to learn a little bit more about them, and then you get to see, I think, 3 of their looks that they were gonna bring. So
Because other than that, that's like the first time that y'all get to talk to the girls. Right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Fuck them, ladies.
Right. Oh shit.
Look, I'm up here laughing because I've had some time to deal with this bullshit. But in the moment, like, I have never been more terrified in my life. And I felt honestly like during the time in the beginning, like I was literally the only one freaking out. When I went to the team, I was like, I am so nervous about this shit. And they were just kind of like,
They're like,
about
it's gonna
what?
be
Like,
fine.
we're fine. I was like, nah, bitch. Like, so like this, like I said, I'm laughing right now. And like, but in that moment, like it was terrifying. Like, you know, we fucked it up hardcore, like royally.
Did you feel
And
safer
as beautiful
than
as? Well, no, I did not. To be honest, like I really fucked it up, and I felt as a host, definitely it laid on Scarlett and myself to really like drive this thing, right? So like I know that I looked beautiful on my runway, but I was like, that runway is not saving me today, honey. Like it was the tensions were fucking real.
It's been a while since we've seen Ru on the warpath.
Oh,
like
and she
that.
was pissed.
She was like going through the
she's
girls
nice.
like, and you peasant,
Girl,
and
she
you villager. Why
They
did you
have her
fuck
nice
up?
here, girl. It seems nice, but oh, she was pissed.
Yeah.
And like during that whole grilling of the critiques, like she was pissed, girl.
Because she went right into it. She was like, y'all won. All right, let me spend some time fucking
No.
Do you
screaming
think
at y'all.
she just
It
wanted
wasn't
y'all
even
to say
excitement
whose
either. It was like,
fault
okay,
it
y'all
was?
could go.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's what she wanted.
Yeah, yeah. I will say that after like after something like this, like I would have been like, I'ma tell every fucking bitch that they were to blame. I would have been like, this bitch right here. I don't know what she did, but blame her. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
So if you were to go back, knowing what you know now, if she asked you again, who would you say?
oh Lord Jesus. Oh, that's a good one, bitch. Look at y'all. Y'all trying to get me, bitch. I'ma collect your phones. No, I mean like, I honestly. Look, bitch.
Say it!
I mean, it really is hard. Look, I would blame a couple girls. I would blame Scarlett. She dropped some things, and like I was trying to pick some shit up for her. I
To me,
would definitely
'cause your
blame
part was
the
major-
singers because like they weren't with the track and it wasn't on, and you didn't know your words.
To me,
At
Raja's
least-
to blame because she's the group leader.
Yeah, the group
100%.
leader.
She could have made
that's
the
true.
executive decision to be like, you know what, this is fucked up, instead of
She did kind of
putting
leave
her
us
tail
out.
behind
Yeah,
the legs.
you're right.
You know what I mean? Like she had that opportunity to be
And
like,
she
this
could have
is-
easily been like, as captain,
We're gonna.
y'all
do
don't
this.
know Mariah,
Right,
so
right.
we gonna do this bitch. You know?
And I thought
She
she was
kinda-
going to do
right.
that for
Yeah.
a minute because
But she
everyone,
didn't.
because you guys all brought it up.
Yeah.
Well, should we go ahead and change it? And she went, nah, we already here.
Yeah,
Let's
we
go
kinda
ahead and
did
keep
not
it. It's
have a
like,
leader.
Oh no, right then she should have gone home. In my eyes, I was like,
I have a question. Do they really not have Beyonce in Vietnam?
Okay, bitch, please.
Can we talk
Come
about
on,
that really
girl.
quick?
Was that true? I was like, I
okay,
feel like
you
she's
be
lying.
Plastique. I'll be Michelle.
Okay. Well, we just never heard of I don't know, Beyonce. Who is that?
Like, girl.
Oh yeah, we don't have her over in Vietnam.
That bitch was like
Geometry
slyly
meme
trying to say
over
that
her.
it wasn't her fault.
Girl, please.
That was like when they
I'm not
asked,
buying it.
That was like when they asked Kimchi if she had seen what was it? What's the movie about the Pitch Perfect? She was like, "Oh, I wasn't in America at that time." I was like, "Bitch, who are you fronting?" Like that's just your fucking excuse. You're lying.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that. I
Yeah.
believed Kim because Kim is like, but also now that
She's
I know
a better
Kim,
liar.
Now that I know
Right.
Kim, I don't believe anything she says.
Because she puts on that smile, you're like, she's a bold-faced
Right,
liar. And
right.
you're saying, well, I had no idea.
Right. It's like all of a sudden they forget that they speak English.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't understand.
Okay.
That is
Kim.
So who would y'all have picked for y'all's divas?
Guy Fieri.
Your captain. So
hate you.
You are so dumb.
We're going to Las Vegas where they do things a little bit differently.
Yes!
Please let that be your snatch game, if ever.
That was spot on.
Welcome back, ladies.
Oh, Lord. Untucked, bitch.
Well, the other girls are peeing, so it's just us right now.
Hey, I'm good with it.
First off, congratulations to Shuga Cain.
Thank you. That shook me a little bit, girl.
Bitch,
I didn't think I was going to get so emotional. I will say this. As she was going down the line, I was like, work. I honestly thought I was good. Because I was like, whatever. I thought I was fine. But when it came down to me and Honey, I was like, I saw Honey do some death drops. I saw her do some splits. And I was like, I don't do that, bitch. So I was like, oh, my time has come. So I was very shocked and surprised. So,
did any of y'all see that coming? A 6-person elimination?
What'd you say? Nope or yep? Yep. That's crazy, right? First time ever, bitch.
Kyle.
Well, I was trying to give you some little cha-cha to that fucking terrible-ass J-Lo lip sync. Can I tell you, we were listening to that track, and I was like, this is the worst J-Lo remix in the world, and we all fucking hated it. But yeah, the girls were like pulling trucks. Like, Scarlett had glitter. We were stepping on each other. We were elbowing each other. Like, we were literally like beating each other up for this shit.
All right, we're going to tell you who's here next week. Mikey, if you will bring that up for us. I mean, it's... All right, you stop talking now. Thank you. All right, next week we have Murray and Peter's favorite, Monet Exchange, Trinity the Tuck, and Ginger Minge. Also, Asia O'Hara's here. And bitch, I'm hosting.
Yeah.
Also, tomorrow night, we're going to have a meet and greet with the girls at 10 o'clock. Also, we're going to have performances at 11:30 and 12:30. Yeah. All right, if you guys have questions for the girls, just raise your hands, and I'm going to run around. Oh, we already heard you talking, so I hope it's a good question. Because last week I asked you a question, and you just started talking about things that didn't matter, and you never actually asked a question. So do you have a formal question?
It's so wild.
Or are you just an only child? There we go. Mama, you got to ask a question, or don't waste my time. Who has a question? All right. Then ask it when I put the mic to your face, bitch. Come over here. Hey, stop, or I'm going to kick you out. Hi, what's your question?
Shuga, it seemed to me like when they were showing you say how you did during that performance, you were misquoted. Is that true? And if so, when do you think you saw or said that?
Say it again. You know my memory's terrible.
Yeah.
What did I say?
After your performance, it seemed like you weren't sure that was when you said, oh, I think we did okay in that performance. Is that true? And if
Did I say that?
Just reading you on the stage.
Well, I could have been delusional, bitch. Look, I don't know. Maybe I said it, girl, but like I knew that we did terrible, so I didn't think that we did well. So,
yeah.
Like I'm not gonna say like you know what I mean? Like I thought we did well because we didn't. I knew we were bad.
You got this question for me?
I really apologize if it's already been asked, but I saw
the second question of the night. You can do it in a second. Okay. All right, let's get that question out.
Wow, first up. Okay, I just wanted to say, like I said, sorry if it's already been asked. I just got here. Shuga, I saw on Twitter that you tweeted something about Boys Town. You better get ready. I used to be in Chicago. So I wanted you to talk a little bit about your connection to Chicago, because, girl, where you from? You be out here? What's up?
Okay, some of these kids already got it, but I went to grad school here. I went to grad school at DePaul University, and I lived around the corner, and I was doing shenanigans, honey. So I know this bitch. I got you.
Hello.
Hi. So first of all, Shuga, I just want to say I love your vibe and your energy.
Thank you.
So really
Thank you.
keeping it real. But also I was wondering, is anybody getting a bad or like an edit that doesn't seem accurate to you? Like, or...
No. I don't think so. I think what they're showing is very true to what happened. And I feel like everyone is very like themselves. I feel what you see of me 100% is me.
If anything, we're getting good at it, to be honest. From the critiques, girl, let's just be real, because they go in.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like at this point, they came in with 15 of y'all. Like, I barely know half of anybody on this damn show so far, because there's so many.
There's too many.
Can we turn all of our mics on?
There we go.
There we go.
Every time on the runway, I'm like, okay, that's great. Oh, there's another bitch coming. Never mind.
Right.
Let me sit back down. There's a lot.
Also, who sent you roses? Are those your roses?
Oh, these are my roses, bitch.
Who are they from?
I don't know.
There's a note.
It just said love Kyle.
Oh, I think based on context clues that it's from Kyle. Do you want to open up the card? Maybe there's more context clues.
There's nothing in here, but it just said love Kyle. Is it?
Well, thank you, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle. I don't know where you is.
Kyle,
or
are
who
you here?
you
Is it you?
Wait, where is
you
Kyle?
that Kyle?
Where's
Are
Kyle?
you at? No. Is there a Kyle here?
The drinks are flowing tonight.
Hey, man.
Are
Wow,
you
this is
Kyle?
so cute.
You ain't Kyle.
Look.
You should
All
have.
right.
But this is so beautiful. If you're filming this, Kyle, whoever you are, I love you. Thank you so much. You are such a sweetheart. I really appreciate it.
All right, hello, what's your question?
Okay, Shuga. When you first saw it was Nina and Raja, which team immediately did you want to be on?
Nina's team.
Okay, that's pretty much it.
100%.
Also, great new song.
Oh, thank
Yes,
you.
bitch,
Yeah.
can we please? The video is lit, honey.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah.
You better come out the gate, honey. That was
you,
production, bitch. Mine's filled on an iPhone.
Hello, what's your question?
This is for Shuga Cain. Has anybody's confessional surprised you this season?
Oh yes, baby.
Oh, yeah. Who, bitch?
Well, for me, it's crazy because
We'll get back to it. All right, what was the question? Was there anything you were surprised by in the confessionals?
Confessionals, too.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I felt like okay. On the show, a lot of the girls, like Evie said, didn't really say how they felt, and so like seeing it on the confessionals, girl, you just could have went up to us and just let us know, like the tea. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you really feel.
Look, but for me,
Well,
though, that's
glad
what
you
this shit
asked.
is, though. That's what this shit is about, girl. It's about your confessionals, right? You're supposed to say shit. Like, you don't have to tell everyone what you say. I was a little surprised that Honey had said so much. Like, in the beginning, I was like, bitch, you really are going in on these girls, because she was just so nice to everyone. That surprised me. But, I mean, I knew that everyone was talking shit, girl. That's what you're supposed to do, so.
Yeah. Hello, what's your... Oh, sorry. Oh, what's your question?
Hi. So in tonight's episode, Silky made a distinction about entertainment queens and social media queens. And in a recent episode of The Tea, please subscribe. You know, T-Rex is it. You know, T-Rex said...
Fine, I'll sleep with you. Fine. I will fuck you.
Again?
That's great.
T-Rex said, bitch, can you host? Right? So
Oh, yeah.
what I want to know is, what do you feel about the distinction between social media queens, entertainment girls, girls who specifically niche themselves in hosting? What is that difference, and what does that bring to Drag Race? Because clearly all of you are all over the place in terms of what your talent is, but how does that bring it to the competition?
Did you understand the question?
Yeah, we did. It was long, girl. I was like, welcome to the pageant, honey.
Oh, it's gonna be long.
It was
when
right.
It's gonna be long when I suck his dick later too.
Well, thank you, ladies, gentlemen, and distinguished panel of judges. An answer to that question, I am your contestant number, whatever I am, Brooklyn Heights. You know, it's different because we, as drag queens and people who were on the earlier seasons, it was a big name girls, people that were in the drag community for a long time. And now there's this whole new generation of girls that are getting into the drag scene and doing drag because of RuPaul's Drag Race, because of social media, because of being a look queen or whatever. I think it's great that we have so many different variations of drag. I think there needs to be more variations of drag showcased on the show, to be honest. But I think it's great because even like Ariel was saying is, I know Ariel's a performer. I've seen her videos perform. I didn't realize that she was just an Instagram queen because I don't really follow her too much. I don't really follow a lot of things. I barely follow myself. So it's, it's nice to see them being able to say that they're a performer, and apparently she lived up to what she was saying.
But
during this week's challenge, she performed.
Yeah,
I've seen her perform. Yeah, so I think from like Shuga's point of view, to downgrade her or to kind of belittle what she does as drag is a little inappropriate, because at the end of the day, we're all here doing the same thing. We all made it on the same show. Do you know what I mean? So just because I do a different kind of drag than you do, clearly doesn't mean that I'm less of a drag queen or less of a performer than you, because I'm also in the same room as you are.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I think kudos to them.
Ew.
You know?
All right. Hello, what's your question?
I mean, Pearl was an Instagram queen.
I'll get you a second. All right.
So we gonna watch Evan Almighty now too, or what?
Right.
Give me something else, bitch.
All right, we're gonna jump right back in. Hello, what's your question?
Well, now after that, how do I ask a question? Okay, so this question is for all of you, and I'm bringing it back to the pop culture. Who is somebody that you've only found out about recently that you really should have known about much longer? Take the shame here.
LMA. Oh my God, I love LMA.
Oh, LMA. Okay.
Yes, I love her.
I was like LMFAO. I was like, was
Who's
she
LMA?
I was like, is she done talking? Oh, I know who that is. Okay, cool. I got worried for a second.
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty like abreast of pop culture. I'm fucking old. I've been around for a minute.
Girl, you look good, bitch. I just learned out about this, about her. I had no idea. And like, she has been around for some time, and I literally, like, her music speaks to me, and I was just like, where have I been, girl? I've been on the show. But like, you know what I mean? Like, she's amazing.
Yeah, there's definitely like new artists that are around that people stand for, and I'm like, huh? But I also
Same,
couldn't
girl.
tell you who the fuck they are.
All right, hello.
Bye,
what's your
y'all.
question?
Bye, get the fuck out.
Oh yeah, we got some people had to leave because we're over. But if y'all want to come fill in these seats, we got some seats opening up. Hello, what's your question?
Hi, first of all, I'm not Kyle, I'm Marco, and I just wanted to say I flew in today from Zurich, from Switzerland, and I wanted to say thank you for going through all this emotional roller coaster that you've been through, and you are fucking amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank
yes,
you, baby.
anything you want. I love you. Thank you.
Anything for Zurich.
No, thank you. That was very sweet.
All right. Okay, do we have any over here before I make my way? Here. Hello, what's your question? I'll make my way in a second. Hello, what's your question?
Hi, my question is about what Mercedes said, how she didn't want to talk about religion on the show. Do you think when you go on the show, you're kind of agreeing to put everything out there, or do you think some people exploit maybe some of their story when they go on the show?
I wouldn't say exploit, right? So I feel like you go on the show knowing that you're going to talk about some shit, right? But like, I feel like there's certain things that you choose because it's your story to tell and you don't have to tell. And I feel like whatever she's going through in that particular moment, she feels like she needs to keep it to herself, and I'm 100% okay with it. She is not obligated to tell us fucking anything.
Right.
So, amen to her. That's her own struggle, and she's working through whatever. Like, she doesn't have to tell us, and I'm okay.
Like to like touch on that, like yes, what we sign up for going onto a television program, we sign up for putting our hearts on our sleeves and trying to convey a true story about who we are as individuals, but it's not up to them what we talk about. It's up to us. And
Her religion has nothing to do with her drag.
right, exactly. It's like, and a lot of times people can't separate the fact that they're religious or they have these different beliefs, and this is also, it could be an affront to what her beliefs are. What she's raised as being is this individual who she's portraying on the program, or who she's becoming right now in this whole experience. So I commend her for not having to talk about it. It's none of anyone's business but her
It's really
own.
hard.
Yeah, and it's
especially
tough.
when you have producers.
But also, it's kind of unfortunate to like not have the girls respect that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, don't talk shit about it because she doesn't feel like talking about it. It's not your place to make her talk about it.
Right. I think Mercedes was just in a situation where she was trying to give as much as she could, and she probably was in a situation where it was like, well, we have to talk about your religion. That's what they want. And for her, she was just like, that's not what I'm here for.
Right.
I'm here for my drag. So I can understand why she had a little reservation about that.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, what's your question?
Rob Hodges. So every straight guy in the world has this woman who, at some point or another, just wants to flip it, right?
What?
Where are you going?
Down, flip it and reverse
So
it.
my old lady tells me one day I need to put on that dress and let her play the other role. This is redeeming. This is redeeming for everyone. Try everybody else's role one time.
Yeah.
I like it. You better, you and your little kinky self.
Wow.
So you think I should?
Shit.
We are making strides in equality tonight.
I'm gonna go be a straight daddy tonight.
Bitch.
What the fuck?
All right.
You gotta keep the spark alive, honey.
Hello, what's your question?
My question's for Shuga. What New York City girls would you love to see on the coming seasons of Drag Race?
Oh, work! Oh, there's so... New York City is fucking sickening. There are so many amazing fucking queens out there. The queens that I'm looking for, I love Harajuku. She's actually my El Salvadoran sister. Sherry Pie is fucking sickening. Literally just so incredibly creative and so fucking funny. If you don't follow her, please follow her. I live for her. God, there's so many staples in there. Shaquita Hall, honey. But, she gonna come for RuPaul's gig, so they ain't ever gonna let her on that motherfucking show.
All right. Hello, what's your question?
So in Untucked and in other parts, they say some people might say some stuff that's untrue. Like some people might be spreading some rumors about y'all that are not true. Is there anything that you want to clear up that you heard or you saw online that you're like, listen, I gotta correct that right now?
Who's spreading rumors and of what and of
Yeah,
by
girl, I
whom?
need specifics because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know, like
No,
what
I'm
you
just,
had heard. Yeah, bitch. I was like, this. I'm like, yeah, girl, just spill it.
No. I'm not talking about anything specific. I'm just saying that like people get in the comments on Insta and like say shit. Like,
I don't read the comments. I read the comments, but like, thankfully, the stuff has been really positive. So, after this episode, who knows?
Because Kyle's all up in your comments.
I
That's
know,
why.
bitch.
Good old
No,
Kyle.
I don't know.
So nothing specifically, or yeah.
No.
I love that you're the Valentina of your season.
What?
It's great.
Yeah. Why you? Because I'm Latina?
No, because you get roses.
Roses.
I don't know. Did she get roses?
Ooh, she just called you
She didn't
delusional.
get roses. She demanded roses.
Oh, okay.
Bring me roses.
You are
mi amor.
so wild.
Do you know about when Kim got her friend to deliver her roses to the meet and greet?
No.
And then someone shows up with roses, and Valentina's like, "Oh my gosh!" And then they go walking straight to Kim.
No, I love
Kim is the number one mindfuck you've ever met in your entire life.
That is hilarious.
She's a psychopath. I love it. Hello, what's your question?
Hello, this is for Kahanna. Kahanna, what's something we don't know about Coco?
Ooh, what do we not know about Coco?
Ooh.
I could probably tell you some things, y'all. I could probably tell you some things you don't know about Coco.
Oh, yeah, you probably could. Y'all go back. Actually, Detox has known Coco longer than I have. Y'all go way back.
How long have you met? Have you known her? How'd you meet her?
I've known Coco for about 7 years.
Okay, and she was your drag mom from the beginning, or you kind of found her?
Well, she came in after the second year I started doing drag, when I started to really kind of take it seriously. But I would say she's like really, really like supportive with all of her kids, no matter what we want to do. She never pushed Drag Race on me. So it was just always a passion of mine. So I think a lot of people, they probably see her as like Caddy from season 5, but she really is so loving and so supportive. Really, yeah, really sweet.
So back to the question, what was the tea?
What?
What was the tea that you spilled that no one would know?
Oh, my tea? Oh, no. Basically the same thing. just she's cute. She's a homebody. She's a homebody. Yeah, like the Coco that you saw on television is not necessarily the Coco that you'll find in real life. She's very much a homebody. She's very demure. She's very like soft and.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. That's why like there were times that Coco and I got into it during season 5. I was like, who is this that I'm yelling at? I don't know. Who is this bitch?
Do you think she came in swinging, like knowing, like, yeah, I'm gonna shake shit up?
It's funny. I don't think that was her intention. I think once Alyssa was thrown into the equation, and then when you have the cameras change everybody. Oh, wow. The cameras change everything, and it's you may think that you have your shit together and that you're focused and that you know exactly what you're gonna be there to do, but once you get into the situation, it's all out. Like, throw it all out the window, set it on fire, because it's a completely different game and a different fuck than you really imagine.
After having gone through it, I know that I will never, ever, ever say anything about the girls that have gone on the show, what they did or how they did or whatever. I was like, because I'm like, you know what? I know exactly what happened.
That's,
like,
I
know
love
what
that you
went
just
through,
said that.
Like, because it is such a crazy thing. Like you said, you go in there, prepare like you got this shit, and it just is not what you ever think it would be. And so like there's no like, yeah, I would never.
I love that you said that because there's so many people, especially fans, and especially fans that don't do drag, are the first ones to pop off in the comment section about like, oh, well, this, that, and the other. This, oh, we should be doing this. It's like, bitch, A, you don't do drag, first of all, so you have no room to speak. Second of all, you don't know what it's like until you fucking get there. And it's maybe a cliche thing to say, but you really don't fucking know anything about it until you're thrown into that environment because it's a mind fuck. They really tear you down and tear you apart and make you second guess yourself. And you're really fighting the whole time that you're there.
But it's all to build you up in the end.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely. It's definitely a positive thing.
I have a question. When Coco and Alyssa went in, did they like know that they were about to see each other there and have to rehash all this old pageant drama?
I feel like, I don't know, I can't speak for them. I feel like there was definitely moments during filming where I was like, oh, y'all done talked about this before we got here. You know, but I mean, good on them, because it made great TV.
It did.
Until it didn't, and then I was...
Ella, what's your question?
Hi, my question's for all three of you. I was just wondering, what sources of inspiration do you draw from when you're putting together a new look?
Brooklyn Heights.
Yes. I look at many things. I look at like my cultural inspirations, being Latina, being Native American. I look at a lot of fashion. Lately I've been looking at a lot of like vintage couture, like Dior, Valentino, McQueen, and so like I just kind of like depends on what I'm doing. A lot of my looks though are pretty much tied to like numbers that I'm doing. So like if I come up with a number or something, then I kind of like devise a look for that.
Do you make your outfits or
so I used to always make my outfits. It was this show that where I like 99% of my clothes. I literally had 2 things in my closet for years that someone else made for me, but I made everything. So this actually was made for me. But the stuff that you're starting to see now are things that people have made for me, but I've always made my own things.
I would say before the show, I definitely like played it safe. I just wore what made me feel comfortable and like what I knew I could dance in. But now it's like it's forcing me to be very creative and kind of step outside of like what is comfortable. Like what is gonna make what is gonna elevate me? What's gonna make me feel like, okay, this is Kahanna, but just an elevated form of what I would normally do.
Well, it's also the pressure of like being cast on the show, of like having to think and having to be very mental about, okay, well now I have to keep doing better. Now I have to keep improving. Now I have to keep showing, because people are looking at me in a different way now.
Right.
Where it's like you constantly always have to be stepping your own game up for yourself, just to feel like you're, appeasing everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do a couple more. Hello, what's your question?
This is for Detox, just about the LA scene. Why is there a lack of queens coming from SoCal on the show?
I think we ran through all those SoCal bitches.
Yeah, girl, they're all Drag Race girls down there.
They're all Drag Race girls. There are a lot. Granted, I moved here a year ago from LA, and I think the 4 years before I moved here, I don't even really consider myself living there because I was constantly on the road. So every time I would come home, I'd be like, well, this is new. These people are different. I don't know what the fuck is happening in this city. And there are a lot of new girls that are coming out into the scene that are actually really, really great. So who knows? Maybe there'll be more LA queens in a while. Are you from Los Angeles?
Long ago, but moved to Chicago.
There you go. See, Chicago, baby.
It felt like those first 4 or 5 years of Drag Race, they just depleted the soil.
They were like, who don't we have to fly out here? Who don't we have to fly out here?
And then they're like,
now they got TV money. Now they got RuPaul money.
Right. Then they're like, what if we do a drag con in New York? Let's have 5 girls from every season be from New York. So now they're depleting y'all soil. Now come over here and deplete this pussy. Yeah. Hello, what's your question?
Detox. Of all the cities you've been to all over the world, which would you say has the best trade?
Yes.
Bitch, she's got
I got a hole in different area codes. So
Yes!
I feel like trade is where the heart is. As I look at Valentine right now. What's up, bitch? I don't know. You can find trade everywhere. Although lately I've been much more of an old lady, and I'm like focusing on myself and my career, and not just who I can empty myself into. But
better, bitch.
So basically, your hole fell out.
Yeah. Where's Kyle?
All right, do we have any more questions? I think that brings us to the end. All right, give it up for Shuga Cain.
Thank you, thank you.
Kahanna Montrese. And Detox.
Yeah.
And of course, the one and only T-Rex.
Thank you, Diva.
Season ever.
The girls will be here tomorrow. Meet and greet is at 10 o'clock, so if you want to take pictures, it's at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Also, performances are at 11:30 and 12:30, so be here and hang out with the girls. We'll be back next week with Ginger, Asia, Monet, and Trinity.
Damn, y'all got a lot going on next week.
We do. It's our biggest viewing ever. All right, thank you guys. Cheers!